What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to give you a brief update on my Matchbox collection. So this will be a dedicated Matchbox video. I've done several others recently, including covering a lot of stuff related to the construction vehicles. So no construction in this video, but we do have some brand new models for 2026, also some from 2025, and at least one that's older than that. So I'm going to walk you through these. These are 8 models, and all of these I purchased fairly recently. So the first one we're going to look at, I didn't notice until I got home that the packaging was actually cracked. So I have had this out of the package. In fact, I featured it in as one of the background cars in several of my recent videos on the Matchbox playsets. So this is the convertible version of the Corvette. You can see it's 2023 Chevy Corvette. And I didn't have a previous version that was convertible, so this is really nice with the open top. You get to see a lot of details of the interior of the car that way. And it's got a nice little metallic flake in the finish of the black paint. And they obviously did the details on the back of the car and also on the front of the car. It's definitely one of the more impressive Matchbox models I've picked up recently. And I love Corvettes, and so it's always cool to have another Corvette in my collection. Speaking of Corvettes, I got another one, brand new model for 2026. As you can see, they released this older style, so 1958, and I think once again I think it looks really fantastic. You can see there's a little bit of metallic flake in that paint job, and they did the really nice detailing on the side, and then obviously a lot of details on the front of the car, and nothing on the back, but in terms of the critical details for this style of paint, which I think is pretty much essential to do on this particular style of Corvette. So overall, looks really cool, and you can see down in the interior as well. So another awesome Corvette for my collection. Next up, we got this other new model for 2026, and this is the 1980 Jeep J10 stepside. And I really like how they did the tampos on this. It kind of screams late 70s, early 80s style. So that looks really cool. You can see it's got that roll bar as an extra piece of detail. And you got the chrome on the bumper and the front grille. Bottom is all done in chrome as well. And you can see no extra details on the back. But all these really cool tampos on the side really make this kind of scream that it's from that particular era of automobiles. So that's really cool. And next up, we got this 2021 Morgan three-wheeler, and this was also a 2026 release. So this model was introduced last year, 2025, and it was done in like a green color. And so when I saw this silver version, I thought, you know what, if I'm going to get a version of this, this should be the one. And you can see there's details on the back of it. And overall, casting looks really good. This is also a metal-on-metal casting, so the base is metal, and the main body of it is also metal. Looks really cool, and I believe Hot Wheels also does a version of this same vehicle, this three-wheeled vehicle, but I was actually doing a side-by-side between the various Hot Wheels releases and this release, and I decided this particular version is my preferred version. So that's really cool. And I don't really have a lot of three-wheeled vehicles in my collection, so this is a nice one to have. Okay, getting into the next row, we've got some that are a little bit older. So I believe this one was new for 2025 or maybe late 2024. Strangely, it doesn't have the marking up in the corner that they've been doing recently. So, but I believe this was the first release of this 1968 Ford Mustang fastback. And you can see the date on the bottom of the car, 2025. So yeah, I believe this was released in 2025. So looks really awesome. Once again, it's got a little bit of metallic flake in the paint job. Nice details on the front. And you can also see that chrome bumper. So that's part of the interior. So they were able to do the separation. So the base is done in plastic, sort of similar in color to the rest of the car. And because the way they did the split, you get those chrome bumpers. So that's really awesome. I really like the way they did the design, the sort of sandwiching together of the particular parts to bring out the details in a really fantastic way. So that's a really cool model. Very happy to have that. Next up, we got this Harry Potter car. So This, I believe, may have been released in 2024, but this is I believe, the 2025 release. Yeah, you can see the date on that, 2023. So that was the production date. Then the first version was released, I think, in 2024. I believe it's pretty much identical to this one. I don't think there's really too much difference. I'm almost positive the paint job is the same on both versions. So it looks really cool. And I believe this car is featured fairly heavily in the second movie, which would be Chamber of Secrets. So as you can see, there's nice details on the back and also on the front. And all around, it's got those sort of rust spots and so forth. So it looks really cool. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so having the Harry Potter car, and as you can see, they did the graphics on the card, Hidden Forest, Forbidden, and in the movie, yeah, this car actually goes in the forest. So that's really cool. Very excited to have that in my collection. Okay, next up we got this version of this ambulance. So you can see this is labeled International TerraStar. And this is the second version I picked up of this. And this one is kind of legendary because it says Boeing Fire Ambulance. And that is licensed by Boeing. And it's kind of funny and tragic in the same way because at the time of this one's release, Boeing was experiencing a number of incidents where planes were catching on fire. So I think a lot of Matchbox collectors or Diecast collectors, first time they saw this, they thought, what? It was kind of gave everyone a bit of a chuckle, a kind of morbid chuckle, because of the various incidents that were going on with Boeing. But I like it in the red deco, and the white stripe on it looks really good. And I can show you the previous version I have of this side by side. So this is the other version I have. This was released on short card, and this was 70 years anniversary during that time period. And in this case, it was called International Workstar Ambulance. And this one just says MBX County EMS. And so this is more kind of traditional, whereas this one is kind of very specific to use, I would assume, at an airport. So, but I had to pick it up as soon as I saw it because it's become kind of iconic in a way. So that's really cool. Next up, we got the last one, and this is the Morgan +4. And this one is a little earlier release, I believe. So the date on this one is 2023, and you can see this one was new for 2024. So really cool looking, and I love this color. It's kind of like a, not exactly a pure gold. It's kind of like a faded gold, but it's also got that metallic flake in it. And once again, it's got the open top. And I really love open top vehicles. So that looks really cool. Lots of details on the front, as you can see. And on the back, they also did the details. So overall, looks really good. Very excited. I didn't have anything of this particular car in my collection. So that's really cool. And I got it on the short card. So every once in a while, I notice Dollar Tree actually gets in these short cards. And that's where I pick up a lot of my diecast stuff is either from Dollar Tree or maybe Family Dollar. Every once in a while, I'm able to find stuff there. But Dollar Tree seems to be the place where I seem to be picking up a lot of really good stuff. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews of Hot Wheels cars and Matchbox cars in the future, you should think about subscribing to my channel because I will be covering more of this kind of stuff in future videos. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.